My first name is Connor. I'm from Conestoga of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. My in-game name is Akuyo. Akuyo is a song by a famous rapper named Kyle, and I really enjoyed the song a lot, and I thought it was a pretty cool word. It's repeated a bunch throughout the song, and it's the whole premise, and it's a cool word, so I just kind of stuck. I've been playing video games since I was like 3 or 4, starting with like Pokemon and like Halo and all those sorts of games. I like playing competitive video games because teamwork's fun and just meet a lot of pretty cool people that you can get along with. I got into Overwatch. I got into Overwatch back before the game was released in beta. A couple of friends showed me some the trailers and stuff for it, and we ended up getting on PS4 and playing a bunch, and it was pretty fun. And then I stopped playing for a while, and then I got back into it about a year or 2 ago. My favorite character probably is Genji. He's pretty bad right now, but he's a lot of fun. So I typically play DPS a lot, but I'm ranked highest on all. I've like hit the highest rank in the game in all 3 roles, so I can play pretty much everything. I joined Penn Manor's Overwatch team because I had a really big interest in Overwatch, and when I saw it was Overwatch, I kind of felt like obligated to join because I mean I'm pretty good, and it's just a lot of fun to meet other people that have same interests.
My name is Isaac. I am from North Carolina, Charlotte, and then I grew up around Conestoga. My in-game name is Isaac. The story kind of started 17 years ago when I was born. It was the name I was given, and stuck with that. I've been playing video games since about 5th grade, maybe. Probably started playing Minecraft. So I love playing competitive video games. It's the feeling of winning, knowing you did better than the person you were playing against. I mean, working as a team is always a fun experience. I got an Overwatch from playing Counter-Strike for a long time. A lot of the professionals in Counter-Strike switched to Overwatch. I decided to give it a try when the beta came out, and I've been playing since. My favorite character to play is probably McCree. I enjoy the DPS role, and hit scan is the most fun for me. So I joined Penn Manor's Overwatch team. I'm a senior. I wanted to have something to do after school. I did some research last year in AP Research on esports here, so this seemed like the logical next step. Being a part of Penn Manor Esports is a great experience to be a part of a team and get to know people with similar interests throughout Penn Manor.
All right, welcome back to Penn Manor Esports, the Overwatch League. We are playing here NASEF today. It's a NASEF League. We are playing the Xavier Knights. My name is Scott Herzog, and with me is Coach Craig.
Hello. Today we'll be watching the gold team. Yesterday we were watching the blue team.
We were
Hopefully
indeed.
The gold team can pull it in and do just a dub just like the blue. Just like yesterday, we're starting at Lijiang Tower, same spot, same go.
Right. So this is the same map we saw played yesterday.
Yes.
They'll be running kind of the same way.
Yeah, they're pretty much going to be running the same way. We might be seeing the same tactics. Hopefully, if there's a Junkrat on the other team, they can pull in and figure out how to get rid of that.
So who's playing in the gold team for us today?
All right, well, we got Snacky J, which is Jace. Character he well-known plays is Lucio at the moment.
So we expect some Lucio today from
Yeah, right now we're seeing Lucio. Isaac is of course Isaac. He's playing Reaper.
And then Akuyo is Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Connor's playing Farah, another damage character. Flies up, stay high, don't get shot.
Akira is Jeriel.
Jeriel is playing Moira right now. A balance between damage and healing. Snacky J actually switched to, or Jace switched to Mercy. Mercy and Farah are going to stay together a good bit and
Is that
stay
what they call
up in the
pharmacy?
sky. Yeah. That was good. Right now we're seeing Farah try to get some shots in, staying above, trying to go in, do some damage little by little, trying to stay behind the shields that their team's throwing in. Looks like Reaper from the other side got him.
So we're very early into the match here.
Yeah, anything can happen in these
Right.
matches. Neither of these teams really played each other, so they don't really know what's going to be happening. A lot of things they're going to have to watch out for that Zarya on the other team. Every time she puts up her bubble, they don't want to shoot it. They'll give her more damage, and then they could get killed very quickly with it.
Right. Right.
Looks like Cannon's using his, he's playing Sigma right now, trying to push a shield up, trying to move forward as much as possible with them.
So very cool. So that guy was just pushed off the map, right?
Yeah.
Off the edge.
Yeah, Isaac was pushed off the map by the other team.
Right. So they just did they just killed 5 of our players, right?
Yep. That was not a good thing. They gotta group up and they gotta figure out a game plan that they're doing. Personal estate, I would have switched from McCree by now, but and Doom, that might not be the best thing. Maybe they should try to go Reaper in May, just to counter some of the other characters on the team, pretty much. A lot of them have their ults right now, but it looks like that's gonna be countered.
Yeah. It looks like we're getting slaughtered, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for the Penn Manor Esports team right now, gold.
Yeah. So the other team is just obviously working together really well.
The other team's definitely getting their call outs, definitely doing what they're supposed to be doing.
So
Another thing is that they keep switching up ways that they're going in. They need to start individually just going for players and trying to break that Reinhardt shield, then going in for kills on individuals instead of trying to get multi at the same time. Now they just got a triple kill, quad kill. They're doing pretty well now. Now they'll actually contest the point. Now they gotta defend the point, which they're pretty much doing King of the Hill right now. So now the other team's trying to get the point back. They're at 99%. If the other team dies, we pretty much done, and we're gonna have to move on to round 2.
right. So that just so you know, it's a best of 3, and so if Penn Manor were to lose this match, they would come in and they would play another match on another map, and then if they were to win that one, it would go down to a third.
It looks right now they're defending pretty well. I mean, anything could happen at this moment.
Right.
They just gotta make sure that they kill the Reaper, kill the tanks. They don't want anyone to be able to kill almost half their team.
So
They gotta really watch what they're doing with their ults too.
who is their healer right now?
At the moment, they have Moira and Lucio as their healers.
And who's playing them?
Oh, Snacky J is playing Lucio, which is Jace,
Right.
and J Ryder is playing
Right.
Moira. Now we saw a good game clips of Caden playing yesterday, Curly Fries. He was doing Moira just perfectly.
Right.
There should have been some damage thrown in there every once in a while, but he was doing pretty good with it.
Pentakill. They just got a pentakill. All 6 characters. Very nice.
Yeah, that was
it's
good.
a hexakill, right?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
I said penta. That's 5.
Pentakill's 5, yeah.
Right. I was dissing them. They did much better.
They did much better than you thought. Looks like they're doing a pretty good job at defense, but it looks like this is going to really come down to which team's going to have the most ults. Right now, it looks like McCree has his. Once that Reinhardt shield's broken, they're going to be able to pretty much kill everyone on that team because they're all bundled up. Doomfist just used his ult, did some damage to him. McCree stunned, killed their Doomfist. Both of their damage were taken. Looks like they got another team kill.
Team kill. All right. So this is looking good for them, right? Wow, look at that. And they
Looks
took
like
the
they
first
came
round.
back.
They took the first round.
It was a little rusty off the bat, but once they started communicating a little bit more, it looks like they got it.
Had my heart pounding a little bit there. I was a little bit
Yeah,
worried.
I think I was getting a little bit stressed out there at one point.
So what went right for Penn Manor there at the last half of that match?
I think the best thing that would have happened in that part of the match was that they just finally they grouped up together. They switched their characters around to be able to counter some of the other characters on the team, and they just started working together, which really pulled in for them. A good majority of it was that they switched from having Mercy and Farah to uh, Doomfist and Lucio.
Now this map, if they were to lose this map, would it go to a third time through this map? Is that what would happen?
Yeah, they would do. They would play one more time on the third part of this map selection on the garden.
Yeah. So again, for those of you joining us that are new to Overwatch, this is a map that's kind of like King of the Hill. Last man standing and to capture the point, and that's kind of what's happening here. So there's a lot of defense and protecting and trying to hold a point and to be the last person to be doing it, or to be doing it longer, I guess is what they do, right?
Yeah. Well, it looks like once again, just like the last match, they were getting pushed back pretty well. They need to stop shooting that Farah. I mean, not Farah. Zarya. She was killing a good bit of them just because her shield was up and they were all shooting at her. That's one thing that you should not be doing in a game.
Shooting at the shield.
Yeah. Zarya is pretty much the only character that you don't want to shoot at the shield. Her shield doesn't break, it just gives her more damage and more defense, so it's not too good if you shoot at that one. Rock throw from Sigma's, but it was blocked by Reinhardt's shield. Once again, they were going for the Zarya shield, not something they should be doing. Just so happened that they have it. They need to start going for the healers. The healers are keeping them alive. Looks like their Mei used their ult and froze them, and they killed most of the team.
All right. So you think the healers are being targeted? Is that kind of what's happening there first?
Yeah,
Were they the first ones down?
I think on our team, especially, they're targeting certain people right away, so then the other ones can't heal and get shield.
That's obviously problematic.
Yeah, but it looks like they're gonna try to pull in with some ults. But another scary thing is the other team also has all theirs, so.
Yeah, they have two ults up, looks like. Ults, of course, are denoted by the
Yeah,
check marks
Lucio
at the
used
top.
his ult, gave everyone some more health, being able to try to kill the other team as fastly as possible.
And they knock down. They have three. They have a triple kill. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, there's a lot of action going on in this one that I can't think of what's happening.
So right now they're holding the point.
Yeah, it
right?
looks like now they finally captured the point again. Looks like we might see what just happened last match.
We'll see if they can hold. They
Looks
brought it
like
up
the
to
enemy
99.
team's trying to get grouped together again, and it looks like they're gonna go through that little center there part.
All right, we'll see what happens, huh?
It's gonna come down to this. May's using her ult. They don't want to get into that because then
What
they're
is
gonna
that?
get frozen. The Mei on the enemy team used her ult. Even though she died, it still was making it hard for them to go after people that were low, and then they got. Looks like they killed the Reaper on the enemy team. Our Doomfist is doing pretty good. He's being played by Connor at the moment.
All right.
He's
nice.
pulling his ult in, trying to get those characters out a little bit on the lower side, but it looks like the whole team got to him.
So would you say, in your opinion, these teams are pretty evenly matched?
Yes.
It's a pretty even playing field, right?
I would say our team needs to pull it a little bit more and be able to try to.
So right now,
Yeah, it looks like they're not going to get this, and it looks like the overtime is going to go through.
right. All right, so it's now 1-1, right?
It's 1-1. Anything could happen.
Right.
we're picking the map, so.
No, well, they play one more
Oh
round of
yeah,
this,
they'll play one more round of
and
this,
then if we
and then they'll see
then if we
if
lose.
someone. Yep.
So sky's the limit here.
Now they're playing on the garden, which is the third
It's the
part of
third
this
area.
map. Yeah.
Now, how hard is the garden as a player? How hard is the garden to attack or defend?
I would say it's one of the easier ones out of the three. There's only two spots you can really go through if you're attacking on it. Defending's a little bit easier as well because you can just stay in that center spot. Characters are really good for this is Lucio because he can knock people off of the map in certain spots of this, which I was hoping to see yesterday too, but it didn't really happen. So if they somehow get him on that outside, he's gonna be able to get him a lot with that.
So we had it for a little bit. 1%. Or no, not even.
Not even.
Not even.
The enemy team got the point. Looks like they're gonna have to try to figure out something to do again. Well, this looks like pretty much the setup from yesterday, other than Doomfist. They have a May this time around.
So let me ask you this: what, in your opinion, is the other team doing, or that maybe that Xavier's doing that Penn Manor is not? In your opinion?
In my opinion, they're all focusing one individual instead of going for different people. Everyone going for someone different. They're focusing on getting tanks and healers first, and then worrying about the damage the way it looks.
So very intentional from that end. So the shield usage on the other team explain it.
The shield usage on the other team. They only have Reinhardt, and he's only shielding every once in a while, but he's also shielding pretty goodly the way it looks. Looks like the way they're pulling it in right now, they're gonna be able to get it. You're gonna have to get rid of that May. That May can freeze a lot of them, and then it's gonna be harder for them to capture that point. Looks like the other team's starting to just trickle in, which is not a good thing for them, but it's a good thing for us because they're just going in individually.
It helps us focus on one person, like the other team was doing,
Yeah.
right? They're being forced to do it now. So now we're beginning to see our percentage climb here on the map because now we are holding the objective.
Now, the thing they're going to have to really watch out for is not going too far forward, staying together, staying behind shields, and just defending pretty much. They don't want to push too far forward because they don't want to get killed.
Right.
Also, they don't want somebody being on the point and then getting it captured just because they're not near it. Looks like Reinhardt tried to use his ult and he missed on the enemy team. Character they're going to have to really watch out for is the enemy team's Reaper. He's getting a lot of them, but it looks like they were able to get him too.
Now you see a lot of jumping happening against the characters. That's obviously to avoid hits, right?
Yeah.
When they're bouncing up and down like that.
Well, Lucy is a fast character. He can move around a pretty good bit.
It's insane. A lot of action going on in here. So Penn Manor lost that round, right?
Yes.
So Penn Manor Gold lost the first round of the match. They now get to choose the second map that they want to do.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have to choose what they're going to do. Whatever map they think is going to be good for them. Right. And the next time the next round of maps is going to be Just
Whoever
one
loses.
team's trying to capture, other team's trying to defend the whole time.
Right. So this is what do they call that sort of map? What's the type of map that is? You don't know? I'm not sure what the name of that is. But so very Weibo looked like they're biggest there. All right, we're going to be back here in just a second when the next round starts.
Hello, welcome back to Penn Manor Esports Gold. I am one of your two hosts, Craig.
Coach Craig. We call him Coach Craig, right?
Coach Craig.
And
All
I'm
right.
Scott Herzog.
We'll go with that one.
And they are playing the map. Is it Volskaya Industries? Is that what you say it?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a defend and attack mode, and they're opting to defend, and we're opting to attack. So what does Penn Manor need to do in order to accomplish?
They need to be, for this, they need to be aggressive. They need to kill. They need to talk out, and they actually need to call people.
So based on the last time,
they weren't doing enough calls.
And Penn Manor had a difficult time taking over that point, right?
Yes.
So this is going to be playing to Xavier's strength.
So what was wrong with our game last time, Penn Manor was trying to play more passively. Xavier was playing really aggressive, and it just wasn't working out for us. We need to be more aggressive with it, and we need to start pushing up more than trying to stay back as much.
So in this map, Penn Manor chose this map.
Yes.
Why do you think that our Penn Manor Gold team chose this map?
I think map's going to work out with the skill set of characters that they picked, and that's really what they're trying to go for here. They're trying to go for the characters that everyone's well with, ones that they know they're going to be able to play right.
Right. What was that? Yeah. So we are we're red this time instead of blue. So just make note of that. So if you're watching, just note that you're looking at the red instead of the blue. We switch team. Blue apparently always defends on a map like this, and red is always attacking.
Yep. The hardest part about this map is going to be getting past this one spot, but once they get past there, they should be fine.
So they made it past this point. They needed to make it past.
Oh yeah, they're being a lot more aggressive this time around, which could be a good thing for them.
Right.
Looks like healing's being done as much as possible. They're trying to do what they can do to win.
I got to remember that
looks like they killed.
Blue.
The other team killed 5 of us.
Yep.
About to kill our last player.
So that was a.
Yep.
It was a pentakill.
They're gonna reset back at the same spot. Now it was good the way they pushed, but they need to start going for individual characters once again and try to kill them.
So part of the issue here is they're not.
A big issue for us right now is that they're not killing the tanks quick enough. Those tanks are what's keeping them down, and they're healers too. Last thing they should be worrying about is the damage as little as possible at the beginning.
Right. So clearly Xavier is very strong.
Xavier looks like they're really working together as a team.
Yeah. But here we go. We have now. They knocked out 4. So Penn Manor's looking a little bit better now.
Yeah, it looks the way Penn Manor's going to get this, and Xavier's going to reset back where they originally were.
Right. So we're going to see if they can hold.
It looks like the way what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to speed in and try to just be aggressive once again. They're going to go all in this elevator. They're going to push up to this one spot. Xavier's not going to really know what's going to happen at first. They're all going to think we're going through the middle area.
Is that typically what teams do, go through the middle area there?
Yeah, most teams go through the middle, but if you go on one of the side elevators.
So I gather an alt was just used there. Penn Manor has 2 ults, well, 1 now. Ikuyo just used his ult.
Looks like Penn Manor is going to start to capture this point in a few seconds here.
Right. So the other team does
Now, the other team looks like they're going to start trickling in one by one just because they're getting a little scared, and it looks like we're going to get this first round.
Oh, look at that. We
Points.
actually took the first, but we took the first round the first time, right?
Yeah, we took it the first time we played as well. But it looks...
So what worked well for Penn Manor in that short round that we had?
What probably worked well for them was they were more aggressive this time. It caught probably Xavier off guard that they weren't playing as passive as they were.
Right. So we'll see if Penn Manor can pull out a second win here. If they do, Xavier will have a choice of the third map.
Yeah, and we'll get to see a different game mode this time as well.
And we'll be able to choose whether we attack or defend. Or doesn't that matter in the third?
Well, next one's going to be push the payload.
That's an escort map, right?
Yeah. And we'll get to choose if we want to attack or defend.
Right.
Yeah. A good thing to do is just defend first, usually, because then you can see when you attack to see what kind of time you need on it, how far you need to get with it. So like right now, if Xavier wants to tie with us, they have to capture both points all the way and then under the time that we did it. So if their times...
it's more than just holding a point. It's under time. There's a lot of other
Yeah, it's going to go with time, how they do it. They're going to have to do it pretty fast the second time around because we captured that really quickly.
That was a real quick capture.
Yeah.
So those you can see on the screen for those of you watching Overwatch, there's two arrows that are directing them to the location of where they need to go, right?
Yes.
And so
yeah, that usually just points in the direction at first, just so teams know where it's going to start out.
Right. So here comes Xavier, Penn Manor on the defense here.
Looks like Penn Manor is going to move back, try to defend just the point itself. Now this strategy can be used every once in a while, just to off guard them, not know what they're doing, because they might have had the strategy, oh, we're going to just kill them all right then and there at that one point, but now they can't.
All right. Wow, again, another intense game, intense firefight here.
From what I can hear, it looks like they're really going off at 2 players calling it out, which is the DPS, which are the ones that push up a little bit more, the ones that get to see everything. Looks like so far that's really working out for them. They killed the whole team, and it looks like they're going to be able to defend this for a pretty long time.
So that's good for Penn Manor, right?
Yes.
So the longer they can hold, the more challenging it becomes for the other team to take.
Yeah, it looks like the whole team is going to come up through the middle, or Doomfist going to go up a little bit, come back, see where they're going through them. Looks like they all went to try to go over, and it looks like we're going to have to all fight for the point again. Looks like they killed the whole team. Connor went.
Look, a hexakill there again.
Connor went.
Nice.
Connor went, used his ult, killed 5 people of the team, and it looks like Snacky J went for the last one. Jace.
Right. The guy that we know as Jace. Again, Akira has an ult up, J Ryder has ults up, and now Ikuyo has an ult up. So 3 of ours.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be pretty good when it's solid for ults. It looks like our Sigma died. He was pushed a little too forward, and that's why he died.
But we have 4 people with ults up. They have 2. Ults can make or break the game, right?
Oh, yeah, they can decide who's winning or losing really fast. Now it looks like we're going to set back. They're going to try to defend as much as possible.
So we took the first objective, right?
Yes. Well, now how this game mode specifically works is if their time goes to 0, and they still get the point, then we go into another 2 rounds.
Right.
But the thing is, they'll have less time than us. So in about 8 seconds, they'll start off if they capture the point. All right, so like right now they're at 4 minutes and they're going down again. So we'll have 4:01 next time if they capture, and then they'll have whatever time that they left off at.
Okay.
Looks like we're going to be able to defend this pretty good, and we're going to have a lot more time than they will.
Which is obviously good for us in the long run.
Yeah, it's definitely going to go down to time. I think this Xavier's a really good team. It's going to go off of who has longer time to be able to push it, because it looks like they're doing both good on attack at the moment.
So with the quickness of the action, as a player yourself, how hard is it to track what's going on in the game? Is a lot of it intuition after a while?
Yeah, it's pretty much working with your team, hearing call-outs, know what's going on. Looks like their Reinhardt used their ult and killed 3 people. Our Lucier used his ult to try to stay on as long as possible, but it looks like the way it's going to go down, they're going to have to go off of time sooner or later. Xavier's really coming back. Their whole team's pretty much on the point now at this moment.
Right, so we just have to play as a team. So are we trickling in? Is that part of what we see happening here?
Yeah, there's a lot of doing that at the moment, and it's going to be really hard. Looks like Isaac switched to Tracer just to be annoying pretty much. Keep going on the point, try to loosen that time down so then they're good for the next round. It's pretty much what it looks like they're going to be playing on right now is just
now the
time.
team has no alts on, but we have 2 alts up that we
Yeah,
can use.
it looks like we're maybe going to see that. We might not have enough time to see it right away, but
Okay,
yeah, it
boom.
looks like the next round we have pretty much almost 2 more minutes than them for the next one to go. Now this game can go on forever before it stops because of the
so
rounds.
we have a tie game right now in this match, in this round of the match, I should say.
It looks like our team's doing a lot more talking now than they were,
That's important.
being more coordinate. It's going to be an important part of the game, and that's going to be the only way they're going to be able to pull it out.
People when they watch esports don't realize how much of a team effort this is and how much communication plays.
Communication is key if you want to win.
Right.
If you don't work as a team and don't communicate, you start losing far away from each other, die individually, and usually just ruins the game for you.
What's this arrow that we see up over
Oh,
Snacky J right
Oh, right now it's the arrow showing that he has a speed boost. So Lucio is a character that can make the whole team go faster, or he can be healing the whole team as long as they're within his perimeter.
So we're just kind of waiting here. They're waiting for him to come up the center, I guess.
Yeah. Well, now they're going to be waiting for the other team to push up. The other team gets to go again, and then it'll be us. So we're defending once again.
Right. So did Akuyo overstep? Is that why he got knocked?
Yeah.
Probably.
It was definitely a big part of it.
So right now, once all members are there, then that's going to, as long as none of our players come in, that bar continues to go up, right?
Yes. It can only be one person that bar will go up as long as someone on their team is on there.
So they're going to take A. Is that
Yes.
bad for us?
Time-wise, as of now, no. But they have to remember that they have to take it pretty fast.
So
If they can defend this point to 0, they might have it right now. They could stop them from winning. Next time they can go and try to get it more than them. Looks like the enemy team's going to use their Maze ult.
It's all right. So we coming back in, right?
Yeah, right now they're going to have to go. Once again, they're just going to be going for time, and they're just going to be trickling in. not the best thing to be doing, but it's all they can really do at this moment.
Right. So if Penn Manor loses this round, it goes to another round yet? Is that what you're saying, or is this it?
So, alright, so if the other team captures this point, it goes to, they'll be able to go one more time, I believe. Well, it looks like they're going to be able to defend for right now. It looks like the other team has 30 seconds at this moment. So if the other team, once that hits 0, they're going to go overtime if they don't make it back in time. And looks like the other team's going to collect all together once again. But there's only 3 of them there, so they might be able to just kill them off, get the other 3, kill them off, and then they'll be A-okay about it. Now we got Snacky J and J Ryder, both of their ults, which could be a good thing. You can overshield the team. And
So we're now into overtime, as you kind of predicted.
they gotta watch out for that May. That
But
May is
here,
gonna be what's gonna
just
get
had a
them.
hexakill here, which
Yep.
knocked all of our guys out. So that's not good for us.
No, but once again they got they got 0 seconds.
So what does that mean?
0 seconds means the next time the round starts, they're gonna have, I believe, a minute to be able to push the payload. I mean, not push a payload. They're gonna be able to have 1 minute to get the point. But right now, as of now, we have 4 minutes, and if we can get more time, we'll have more time to be able to get the point.
So now let's say Penn Manor wins this next match. It'll be a tie at 4-4, right?
Yep, and then it'll go into another round where both of them will get to try to go again.
All right. So Penn Manor has to take both objectives this time.
Yes. No matter what, they have to take both objectives, and if they can take them faster, they'll have more time for the next time around. Other than Xavier is going to have a lot less time. It's going to be harder for them, and they could lose. Like, so we had last match, they were able to get the first point, and they only had 50 seconds left at that one part, and then they had 0 when they're all dead. They're not going to be able to do that again in the next round because of that.
Right.
It's all going to come around to just time and team skill at this point.
Right.
You're going to have to stay together as a team. They're going to have to be a little bit aggressive, push them back, get the points as fast as possible, staying alive, making sure that ult usage is being used correctly.
So now we're seeing J Ryder do some healing, keep the team alive.
Yeah, a lot of things they're going to have to try to keep their damaged characters alive. That's going to be a big way of doing it. Another characters they're going to have to do is try to keep their tanks alive as much as possible. It's going to be the way they're going to win this pretty easily. Or not.
How hard is it to keep, as a healer playing, to heal this team, how hard is it to keep everyone alive?
Well, at this moment, everyone's pretty spread out, so it's a little bit harder for the healers
Yeah,
to do their
that's
job.
a little bit more difficult. They seem to be kind of scattered there a little bit.
Yeah, they need to stop scattering, they need to stay together, and that's going to be a good way that they're going to even be able to do this.
Is there ever a time that it's a good thing to scatter in a game?
It matters what game mode you're playing.
So it really depends on the
If you're playing a game mode where, so let's say the last map that we were on, you play that, and everybody goes around in different spots of that quadrant, and then pushes everyone on the other team together, that could be a good time to do that. But this map, not a good way. It's an open area, everyone can shoot you. Best thing you could be doing right now is staying behind the shields of the tanks.
So right now we still have 2 minutes to capture this objective, right?
Yes.
So there's still time. J Ryder and Isaac have their ult, and Akuyo just landed his ult. So we have 3 ults they can pull out. So Penn Manor keeps seeming to be pushed back. Is that what we were seeing at this point?
Yeah. It looks like they're going in teams of 3, or they're spread apart, or going one by one, which is not going to be a good thing for them, what they're doing.
So we'll see here in the next minute and a half if Penn Manor can pull it out. There's 3 of them left, but there's only 2 left in the other team. So it's a 3-on-2.
That Doomfist is what. Yeah.
So they're
That
Doomfist. How do you
Reapers.
counter Doomfist?
Oh man. Oh, you counter Doomfist with either a May or someone that can freeze. But the way it looked, we had a Reaper. They used their blue move, and it just killed pretty much everyone. Wasn't a good thing for our team, and looks like we're not gonna have a whole lot of time to get the next objective.
So if we lose this objective, we lose.
It's
Do they
over.
play the next objective or do they stop the match?
I think the match ends if we do not get this next. If we don't get this objective and the next one, Xavier wins and it's over. I
So the
believe.
fact that we saw a hexakill here, that's it for Penn Manor with 23 seconds left, probably. So looking.
We're looking at either they're gonna pull something in with a good push using Akira's ult, or that's gonna be it. Looks like their whole team's there.
10 seconds.
Yep. Yeah, it's not looking too good for Penn Manor at this moment for the gold team.
It's overtime. So why does overtime keep shifting?
Because people keep stepping into the point.
So as long as they can keep stepping in.
As long as they keep, yep. So like
so
right now,
down.
no one's in the objective. Points done.
Team 1 wins. So well fought game though.
Yeah, it was a very close game.
So
About it.
player of the game is Isaac, as McCree. Isaac is one of our players. What did McCree do that made him player of the game here?
Oh, he used his ult and he got a quad kill. He got 5 kills actually, and all. So it was pretty good.
So that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome here. So Penn Manor Gold loses first match.
Yep.
And
Looks as of now we're gonna have to watch Penn Manor Blue and see how they do within the NASEF tournament.
Yeah, well, it depends. We still have 5 more games of the regular season, and so we'll see kind of how we're at.
Yeah.
So. So I'm sitting here with Isaac, who played as Isaac in the game, and want to talk a little bit about you were player of the game. When I talked to you earlier, you were saying you played very well. What went well for you personally in this game?
The beginning on just specifically on the last map, the beginning of 2 fights in a row, I killed both. Or the beginning of the last fight, I killed Moira and Baptiste, and I think I got. I think it was one of their tanks very low, which I think Connor then finished the kill. The fight before that, I killed their Baptiste at the beginning of the fight and their Doom or something like that. So, I mean, I was getting picks at the beginning of every fight. We just weren't finishing through.
It was a follow through that was blocking. So Xavier played very well as a team. What about them kind of gave them an edge over what Penn Manor was doing this time, in your opinion?
They caught out our mistakes. Anytime one of us would be out of position, all 6 of them capitalize, get a pick, and then win the fight. It's hard to win a 5v6.
Right. So they really kind of put you in the spot.
Yeah, I mean, when they called the target, they were all 6 there.
So the second round, you guys took it. What went well for you guys?
You talking about on Volskaya?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So when we pushed and were able to take it, it was the beginning of the first fight. We got picks. We called out their mistakes, and we did what they did to us. We
Right.
got a pick. I think I picked an Orisa and then a Moira, and then Connor got a pick, and then we went in, and I mean, they came with that. So,
Yeah. So it was a pretty solid
right.
get up.
I mean, Overwatch is a game about calling out mistakes.
Right, right. So as you look future wise, um, what does